Welcome everyone to another session of the Mastermind Book Club.
I'm Charles Comer, your co-host for tonight. And tonight's book is 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness by one of my favorite authors, Jim Rohn. And tonight our panel is going to discuss briefly what they got from the book. First, starting off will be our leader and co-host, David Diaz. David?
Hey everyone, this is David Diaz. Just want to let you know this is an amazing book, and to keep things brief and succinct, this book talks about having treasures. What kind of treasures? Monetary treasures would be great, but Jim Rohn says, are you leaving behind any books, any audios, or any journals so that someone can learn from your experiences? Anything counts, little by little. And then the second thing, and brief, that I want to let you know is that most successful people out there, as he recommends, will read 2 books a week, so that by the time 10 years comes around, you'll have read at least 1,000 books. Isn't that amazing? If those successful people can do it, why can't we? Get started as soon as you can. Thank you, Charles. Giving it back to you.
David, thank you so much. Certainly, we must strive to improve ourselves. One of the 7 strategies is knowledge, improve your knowledge. And also, I'm in definite agreement with you about leaving a legacy. You know, let someone know that you were on the planet. So once again, thank you, David. We're going to go to the ladies first. And we're going to start off with Martha. If you're ready, Martha, can you give us your interpretation on the book?
Yes,
Please.
good evening, everyone. I really love the philosophy for Jim Rohn with this book. And 2 things, he talked about 7 steps, and I got 2 things that really caught my attention. It was a miracle personal development, is the first one. And then he described that we have to develop ourselves every single day and prevent for procrastination. And another one is control your finances. And if you want to get wealthy for you and your family in the future, you start to write all the goals you need to be wealthy and to find your goals in the present and the future. And the Jim Rohn talking about in this book about the rule 70 over 30, he's talking about we have to live in the 70% where the work income is, and 10% we leave it to non-profit organization, and another 10% for savings, so that, and the last 10% for investment. And but it was clear that our lifestyle should be never exceed our income. And
Awesome.
that's what I got for this amazing book.
Awesome. The one that I really like, Martha, that you mentioned was procrastination. Say that again. Procrastination. We procrastinate so much. We actually say we don't have enough time, but in reality, if we budget our time, one of the 7 is time management. You know, making the most of the time that you currently have. So next we're going to go to Tawana. And Tawana, could you give us your feedback on the book, Strategies for Wealth and Happiness by Jim Rohn, please?
Sure. Okay. Hi, guys, and welcome to our book club. Actually, what I got is to accept full responsibility for wherever I'm at in my life at this time. And also to know that being a good person, which sometimes it sounds so crazy, but that good people will be attacked, and good things, like if you have something going, just know that it's always going to be something else, like how fate goes, and it might not work the way you want it to, but to still stay with it, stay consistent. And that's what I'm learning, consistency. And also like just to prevent intruders from taking my goods or from taking your goods and stuff. You know, do something with your life and don't let the seasons pass without doing something. Also get better, be wiser, and be stronger, and see who you're becoming, you know, within your life. And also always work on personal development. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. That definitely was one of the 7. Work on personal development. You know, a better you can achieve more. Plus, I want to just really comment on one of the things you had mentioned briefly was commitment. Commitment is doing the thing far after the attitude and the feelings of when you said you would do it, that you keep at it. A lot of times we're not where we are because we're not persistent enough. So with that being said, we thank you, Tawana, and we're going to go to Mr. Reggie Hilliard, Dr. Education, my little brother.
Thank you for the warm entrance. Reggie from the Mastermind Book Club. A person with no plan can start a plan, any plan, a plan for better health, a plan for a better diet, a plan to exercise, a plan to read, a plan to get their life together, a plan to be a better person, right? So you don't have to have it right now, but you can always start it. And before you start it, you want to have it finished, is what Jim Rohn was saying. Like before your day has started, you want to have your day finished. Before the hour started, you want to have your hour finished. Before your week is started, you want to have your week finished. Because it's like having a blueprint. You can't have something created without having the thing, the model through which you're going to work, or from which you're going to work, or from which you're going to build. So have a plan, which could be any plan. Have the plan formulated such that you know the end of the plan. And it's never about the amount, it's about your imagination. So you can go as far as you want to go, as long as you've diagrammed what it is that you want to do, diagram what it is that you're going to accomplish, and have that be such that you design as big as you want to design based on what you can imagine, what you can envision in your own mind. So that's what I'll leave with.
Awesome, Reg. Thank you. Thank you. Have a plan. And that leads right into what I'm going to talk briefly about. It's just the power of goals. If you have a goal, what is it? Most people, they don't fail to plan, they plan to fail. So as Reggie was saying, if you don't have a plan, you don't have goals, unleashing the power of your goals is so important. And he even referenced a time frame. So at the end of the week, you should take a couple hours to see how your 7 days went. At the end of the month, you should take a day to see what you could have done better in that month. At the end of a year, you should take maybe a week to go over your whole year. So there are strategies to becoming successful. It's not haphazard. Most people try to go to work to make a living, but really you should be looking to make a life. If you make your life, you'll make a living. And that's one of the things this great book talks about. I strongly recommend this book. I give it a 5 out of 5. I've cut my teeth on many of the Jim Rohn teachings over the past years, and it's helped me to be a better person, to be more successful. So definitely I recommend this book. And I thank each and every one of you, including the panelists and Dr. or Honorable David Diaz, for letting me co-host tonight while he's driving. I hope you got something from this, that Strategies for Wealth and Happiness by Jim Rohn. Thank you so much. And this is Charles Comer signing off for the Mastermind Book Club. We'll see you next week with another important and relative book.